Here, can I tell you that here we'll be at a place where we're going to find out what's the heart of your worship whenever it is that we're immovable with our imaginations. When we're immovable with our imagination. And can I tell you that we have to be careful about what it is that we're looking at. We got to be careful, let me be plain, about our imaginations. We got to be careful, because here, imagination is just simply the act of look at this, the act or power of forming, look at this, a mental image of something. A mental image of something not present to the senses, or never before wholly perceived in reality. Lord have mercy. We got to be careful of our mental images, our mental images, whenever it is that I just continue to think about a thing. And this is what the people of God are doing. They're fresh out of Egypt. God had delivered them. They've seen miracles. They've seen signs, and they've seen wonders. And now they begin to stagger because they're staring. And here, because they're staring, they begin forming these mental images. So the people of God, they're at this foot of this mountain, and because they keep staring, oh, look at the next thing, their idleness produces impatience. Lord have mercy. Because they kept staring, because they're immovable with their imagination, their idleness produced impatience. Look at what happened in verse 1 again. Exodus 32:1 says, when the people saw that Moses did what? Delayed to come down from the mountain. Oh, they kept looking, and because Moses wasn't coming as fast as they wanted him to come, because they wasn't receiving the word as fast as they wanted to receive, and they didn't take and use the best use of their time, they became idle. And because they became idle, they grew impatient. Oh, can I tell you, that's what the enemy tried to do in our lives over and over and over and over again, because we feel like we're not moving, because we feel like we're not producing, because we feel like we should be further down the road. We feel like we should have this by now. I should be married by now. I should have the house by now. I should have the kids by now. And we become impatient. But what do you do while you're waiting? Oh, why? I don't want to get ahead of myself, but while you're waiting, you need to be a waiter. Look at the irony of an irresponsible infrastructure. They came to Aaron and said, make us a god. In fact, they said, make us gods. And in them wanting to produce their own gods, they became their own gods. Aaron is the one that's supposed to be in charge. Aaron is the one that Moses left to be there. Aaron and Joshua are on the mountain. Moses getting the word from God. Moses, his assistant is Joshua. Joshua is with Moses. And here he leave Aaron in charge. Aaron is the one they come to. And Aaron is the one, because of his irresponsibility, gives them exactly what they asked for. People of God got their opportunity, and now we see Aaron trying to clean it up. There's some irresponsible intermingling. Oh my God. Look what they did. They literally taken what God has given them, and they have looked for it to be their source and their strength. And they've turned into idol worshipers right there in the wilderness. And my friend, can I tell you, that's the problem with many of us. We're stuck in our wilderness because of the heart of our worship. Two evils. We forsake God, and then we produce something for ourselves that produce water, or that holds water, and it can't hold water. That's what God is saying. God is saying that when we get to the place of where we're irresponsible, intermingling. And what am I trying to tell you? That Aaron got to the place that where Aaron said in Exodus 32:5, he said when Aaron saw it, he built the altar before it. And Aaron made a proclamation and said, tomorrow shall be a feast to who? To the Lord. They made a molten calf, but he said, we're going to do a feast to Yahweh, is what he says. He intermingles. You missing me? Come on, y'all. This is the best part. Get this, y'all. They're trying to. God gave them the law, not just about pagan worship and idolatry, but God also told them, be careful. You can worship the right God the wrong way.
On behalf of everyone at Truth in Love Ministries, we want to thank you for joining us for our virtual worship experience. We want to thank you for your likes and your shares, your comments and your emojis. But we also want to invite you to partner with us as we continue to be the hands and the feet of the Lord Jesus Christ. You do know that he told us that we ought to feed the hungry, we ought to clothe the naked, and we ought to be the church. And you can help us to continue to do just that through your generosity. And there are 3 easy, safe, and secure ways that you can do just that. You can text the word TILJAX, one word, TILJAX to the number 77977. You can go to our website, www.truthinlove.tv, or you can go to the Apple Store or the Google Play Store, search for Truth in Love Jax, download our app, and you can give that way. We thank you for your participation. We thank you for your generosity, and we love you, and we'll see you next time. Here comes the church. God bless you.